It is definitely, it's wild because you see how nervous I was.
Yeah.
Really.
Oh, how do you even do that? That should have been burned. Like, Opie's got a tape of me and Opie, first show ever.
Wow.
And it's the first time I'm doing radio. I'm a construction worker in a radio studio. It is so fucking embarrassing to listen to.
Why?
That I can't really listen to it.
You're happy. You're like, yeah.
Like, when certain parts come up, I gotta go, hey, Jimmy, where are you gonna be?
I want to hear just a minute of it.
I can't.
I think he took the only copy I had out of the studio.
Yeah,
Where's the copy, Hawk?
I broke it.
Did you really take it?
I took it and I broke it.
Did you really?
No. Yeah, that's right. That's perfect with my personality. I do things like that.
We
all
have
the
been
time.
trying to play this tape. I can't even tell you.
I just want to hear a minute.
I can't even tell you how many
No.
times we started this thing up and we had to stop because it's so awkward.
Well, Eric will find it shortly.
I, first of all, am drunk because I couldn't go into the studio sober.
Yeah.
It was the first time we were invited in.
That
me
only
and my
changed
brother.
recently, by the way, Jim.
Yeah,
No joke. Like about a year and a half ago, that finally
15
changed.
minutes. and so I'm you got to loosen up a little bit.
Yeah.
That was back in the days of if I'm doing radio, I got to loosen up. And I was in there drunk, playing some song parodies with my brother. And then me and Opie would start talking about things, but I was just so happy to be there and overly trying to please.
Ew.
And like,
Ew.
that I can't even listen to it.
Well, we're going to listen right now.
No!
Just for a minute.
Just for a minute.
Come on, you've heard my
for a
stand-up.
minute.
I was 3 years in. I was a disgrace.
One day we're going to do this justice, and we're going to get like a bunch of the guys in, and we're just going to do the whole thing.
Because
it's like 30 minutes.
Let's hear a minute of it.
I'm
Just a minute?
Yeah.
No,
All right, Jim Gaffigan. This goes back
I can't look.
12 years.
It's fine.
Wow.
I can't look.
So you gotta help us out a little bit. It's 12 years ago.
I'm so eager to please.
Oh, so what? Happy to be there.
Oh, I was happy to be there.
Here we go.
Oh, no.
First show we ever did. And I was a music jock,
So far, this show stinks.
And what was the name of the show?
just
Opie
Opie's
Show.
nighttime attitude. There it is.
Long Island's best rock, WBAB Soul Asylum. Black Gold, Steve Miller, and the latest from REM.
How old
What's
are
the
you?
frequency, Kenneth?
50?
As you do the nighttime attitude, it's Opie aboard. Thanks for checking out the
Thanks
program
for-
tonight. And we got another fine show planned for you guys tonight. We got my pals Joe and Anthony from Rotgut live in the studio.
How you doing, man?
Good, man. Just in case people don't know who you are yet.
Yeah, well,
They are the famous.
What's wrong, Anthony?
Yeah.
I can't even look. I'm covering
covering
my
his
eyes.
How you doing, man?
There's no visuals.
No,
There's
wait.
no visuals in.
I don't want to look at you people. I don't want to look at. I don't want to be in the
And
same
it gets
room
so uncomfortable.
because it's so bad.
It's not bad, though. You just said hi.
Shut up.
All you said was hi.
Hey, how you doing?
Yeah.
Like everything.
just happy to be there, over eager.
Here's what else I was
Trying to
doing.
entertain.
I was just trying to make an impression, like with everything I said. I couldn't just converse. Everything had to be in a voice or a bit. So shut up,
No, I didn't say-
Jimmy.
I cleared my throat.
You said ew.
I didn't mean to.
Because I thought that if I did that, if I threw as much shit out as possible, something would catch his attention. Apparently it did.
Okay, what else, Opie? What else?
Shut
your
up.
pals
No.
are in studio.
I
What's
want to
up?
keep talking.
We've never gotten past this point, Anthony.
No,
Shut up for a
because I
second.
can't.
Yeah, come on. Yeah,
It's only 16 minutes long, this track. We're 30 seconds in.
Yeah.
I'm
Famous
not looking.
authors of Gun Electric Shock OJ, which you're going to do live on the show tonight.
That's right.
And you're going to do other ditties.
Yeah, other wacky, kooky stuff.
What
Opie,
am I
huh?
doing? Why did I do that?
Wait, because you want to please, so you're talking in impersonations. You'd think
Why
you was the
did
real
I
people.
put on that voice?
I don't know.
What
Why?
voice is that?
Who's that an impression of?
It was some kind of wacky, kooky guy.
All right, hide your face again.
I don't know. I
Hide your
can't.
face again.
Exactly.
Oh, God.
Because right now I'm doing an impression of someone that used to like you.
Holy crap.
Shut up.
Come on, we've only played 46 seconds.
Come on, let's hear a little bit more.
Shut up.
Hide your face over there. We're going to play a little more.
Yeah, other wacky, kooky stuff. Opie, huh?
We're a little bitter. We gave Eddie Vedder the idea to do that.
Yeah, there you go. That's what someone just said. You know, they heard Pearl Jam's version of Sitting on the Dock of the Bay, and they were expecting to hear the OJ version.
He sounded like he was heavily sedated.
All right, I need a ruling. I started a new bid yesterday.
Oh, God.
Celebrity Death Watch.
My bits weren't that good back in the day.
Why? That sounds great. Celebrity Death Watch?
It's not just on me.
All right, look, we've heard enough. Jim Gaffigan's in studio. We got to get plugs in for his DVD, Beyond the Pale.
How did? Let me ask you a question.
What, Jimmy?
How did fucking two awful entities come together and make a positive?
I don't know
how did
how
that
that
happen?
worked.
What was the marriage like? I mean, if that, you know, it doesn't sound like it was that bad.
I'm with
but,
you.
like,
It's
were
so bad.
did you sit there and turn to him and go, "We should do this together"?
This should
we
go
can get in a
to
lot
a
of trouble
major
together.
market.
After this show, I was convinced that we had something. Yes.
Wait,
I
what
don't
was-
know.
What was the
What-
bit though?
I don't
Celebrity Death
remember,
Watch?
and
Shut up.
the
It's not
DVD player, it just jammed on us.
Just try it for a
unfortunately.
second.
What's the gorilla joke? Tell the gorilla joke.
I don't remember it.
It was some bad gorilla joke you had.
When I first started doing comedy,
Yeah.
it was awful.
Help me.
It was my idea of like being funny was like saying that Connecticut was snooty. Like that was me
Yeah.
being kind of clever and
Yeah.
like upper echelon. And when they say that they don't eat, I don't remember. Hit play.
No!
You know what? You better remember it, because
You better remember the joke.
It's hard.
the
to
CD
look
player
back
will
at the
unjam
past.
after you give the line.
It's
I'm
easy.
trying to think.
They don't. I even did it in the voice. So I was saying like in Connecticut they don't eat chunky monkey. They eat obese primate.
No, I think in my first stand-up, I had
Yeah.
a Casey Kasem impression.
Oh, you did.
Can you do
Yeah.
that for us?
I might.
Coming up.
Yeah, no, it was just.
I
like
might
it
have
was
one
just
on
like
this
what you
very
did.
DVD.
It's like-
this CD. I think I did one.
Hey Eric, do an impression of someone hitting play, or I'm going to do an impression of someone throwing a phone at you.
No. That no.
This bit is
that
so
CD.
Oh, let's hear it from
and
it. So what?
awful.
It's years
That
ago.
CD should be underneath a pile of Iraq's wings.
That'll go into the Radio Hall of Fame.
Let's hear it.
It's 12 years ago.
Go ahead.
I started a new bit yesterday. Celebrity Death Watch.
Right, yep.
All right. You might have heard this last night. Monday, Jessica Tandy, the old broad.
I got one defense out of this whole thing. Some of this is my brother and not
That
me.
was Joe going,
Yeah.
Okay.
So, and my brother sounds a lot like me, especially on this tape.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, I think everything said was
Right.
my brother on
Yeah.
this.
Okay.
I talked with Opie off the mic, and that was what the impression, that he got that I might
Okay.
have worked
No
out.
big deal.
So none of what you hear on this is me.
I heard raw talent that fine night.
Raw talent.
I
over
want to hear
12
this
years
new
ago.
bit. Yeah, that's good. It's actually
Shut
not
up,
that bad.
Jimmy. It is awful.
Believe me, it's considering it was like you weren't a radio guy. It was like, it's not great, but it's not awful.
I'm not. I was a construction worker in a radio studio, scared. I was scared,
It's not that
okay?
bad.
You were scared.
I'm scared, right? I was scared. Is that what you want to hear?
Last night. Monday, Jessica Tandy, the old broad from Driving Miss Daisy, died.
Hey, I'll take that contract. How old was she?
It's 85.
Was that you, Ant?
Yeah, I'll admit to that.
Where you said I'll take that contract?
I would. 85?
Sure.
Drop dead? That's nice. It's a nice age.
There you go.
All right.
85. Oh, please. Anyways, I don't know about you, but I've always been under the celebrities die in threes, basically.
Always. They do.
Always, right? So it's the Celebrity Death Watch. I guarantee 2 more prominent celebrities will die before October 1st. So we're just waiting and watching. George Burns in the hospital the other day.
It was a close call. Very close call.
But he got out of it.
Yeah.
98
I
years.
can't even
Who wants to
talk,
hear a
dude.
George Burns impression, everyone?
I'd love
is
to
it
hear
coming
one.
up?
Please, anyone do George Burns in the house?
I did a George Burns impression.
No, you didn't. I don't believe it.
Dude, I'm throwing you under the bus to save myself because this is so uncomfortable, man.
Why?
It's just
No,
so uncomfortable
There's no
to hear yourself.
impression. No one does George Burns.
It was not only George Burns, it was George Burns singing Get the Funk Out
By Extreme.
by Extreme.
Well, let's
No, let's not.
Let's hear it.
Why can't we just put this
Why
bit
can't
to
we
rest?
have some fun with Jim Gaffigan?
Why
It's not
can't-
like he's
right.
here every day.
You know, Jim is here, and
Right.
he's promoting, what do we got?
Oh, he's promoting
Get the
Beyond the
Funk
Pale. Beyond the Pale, his new
But
DVD.
we can hear this. Let's hear this. I big fan.
God.
Come on, George
Bad.
Burns.
Oh,
huh?
God.
No, and why
Not
can't
the
I
same
talk?
to be in the listening
Like,
room.
I got, constant laryngitis.
Because you're a nervous Nelly.
I'm talking like this. I can't really... was it maybe the smoking?
Smoking and the-
can I keep like
the
the
hard
stream
liquor.
of consciousness talking? going?
He's climbing over the console to push play.
Do that
All right.
naked.
How many minutes left in the show? Oh, 4 minutes left in the show. What a shame.
98 years old. He has his brain is swelling.
He pulled out.
And he pulled out of it. I was like, darn.
I always wanted to see George Burns singing.
Can you rewind 5 seconds? Please. Hold on, Aunt B. Could you fucking... I want John Boy to rewind 5... John Boy Walton and Anthony Show. Can you rewind 5 seconds?
I used to do the best George Burns impression.
Well,
I
he's not remembering.
I want to hear. I want to hear the fuck. I want to hear I want to hear the expression of exasperation. Just for a second, can you replay that?
Holy
let's see
shit!
Let's see if anybody catches this.
Hey, man, this is 12 years before Satellite Radio.
Well, okay, so how old are you now? 18. All right, so you were 6.
Right.
That explains that comment.
And he pulled out of it. I was like, darn.
I always wanted.
I was like, shut up, darn.
Look, I'm laughing at Jimmy because he is a motherfucker.
I was like, darn. When did you ever say that?
It was 12 years ago.
So what?
Probably closer to 15.
Okay. Oh, drat.
How many minutes?
The longer it goes, yeah.
How many minutes left in the show? Oh, darn. 2.5 minutes. Jim Gaffigan is here.
No,
Beyond the
this has
Pales.
been-
By the time the plugs get out and everything.
You got a plug, Jim? Hopefully a long one.
Plug? I don't know. Yeah, I'm doing some theater dates coming up.
Oh, let's
in,
get all of them.
Yeah, all of them starting with...
Seattle, March 3rd. Portland, March 4th. Albany,
See
Philly.
how smart we are? He wasn't going to stop this bit. All right. We'll
People
play.
playing. Guess what we learned? Today I learned that the porridge Nazi doesn't yell. He just serves porridge and kills Jews.
Here we go. All right, here we go.
There you go.
I always wanted to see
no.
George Burns singing.
No, I didn't, by the way.
That extreme song. If you don't like what you see here, get the funk out.
That's a great George Burns.
But he never
by the way.
does that. Very good. Maybe now after he's bopped on the head. But I need a ruling. I got an obituary. Patrick O'Neill, 66. People are going, Patrick who? Now, I said it has to be a prominent celebrity.
Shut
This guy
up
was
at my grunt.
in Stepford Wives, 1975. What do you think? It's on the fence. Is he prominent?
Let me see, Joe. What do you think?
I rule
fucking
now.
suck.
No. All right, so it's still 1 with 2 celebrities to go. 2 weeks from now. 2 to go. 2 to go. All right. Well, we're gonna debut real fast a song from Rotgut about the Cuban refugees.
Right? There was Billy Joel made a tribute to the Baymen.
Right.
And we figured, why not go to the other southern half of the states and make a little tribute to the Cuban boat people?
Let's check it out on the Nighttime Attitude.
There was a lot of grunting, I noticed. Like, Ant was doing like a lot of, because you weren't too sure like that it was okay to be like this is like it was like a lot of acknowledgments. Like I hear you.
Oh, the end of show music.
Hate Jimmy Norton. I hate Jimmy Norton.
All right, we got out of that one alive, Anthony. I don't think the pest will remember that we even started this bit.
Hey, can George Burns
Tomorrow
remember
or
the
the
name of
next
Jim
day.
Gaffigan's DVD, which is out?
Yeah.
No, he can't. He's dead.
Yeah, could you do it for Jim Gaffigan?
It's beyond the pale. Shut up.
That was good.
Oh, are they laughing at you today?
They're
not
laughing
with you.
at me.
That's right.
But unlike Chappelle, I'm not running away. Fired, fired, fired.
Jim Gaffigan, last word, 5 seconds.
I love you guys.
JimGaffigan.com and Jim Gaffigan on MySpace. Beyond the Pale, the new DVD. Check it out.